out here, but these Grifpunvar are still at over half strength and are going to be able to endure and do some serious damage. But with these Mahimoi and infantry support moving in, it looks like it might be the end for Agatha Daimon's success over there. And these Kleru Konagama are using swords on those troops. Meanwhile, back over here, the Kirwinikos en masse are taking on various troops. The Herunodoses have held their ground for long enough for me to start maneuvering troops around to attack the flanks. And you have these Galatians. They're being cost-effectively fought off by these Kirwinikos, and the Bastarnae have been able to move in. Looks like they're moving out, though. Yeah, they're gonna probably attack this phalanx and chew it up. This phalanx is already losing pretty badly, but it's gonna rout very quickly if these Bastarnae have anything to say. It looks like they're moving on for a better target. This one, this little hint, yeah, there's 2 phalanxes to attack there. Alright, never mind. Let's watch some guys get chewed up. Dead. Oh, that guy got hit pretty badly. There we go. There's one unit routing. And this is gonna turn into a chain rout pretty quickly as these guys move in over here. These Kirwinikos are not doing very well, but these guys are gonna move in. Yeah, we've routed that phalanx, and this phalanx is fighting to the death, so yeah, his phalanx line has crumbled from a sweep down that way. Meanwhile, these Roxolani, there seems to have been a cavalry engagement in which quite a few Roxolani died. Lots of Hetyroi got killed as well, and it appears a few Arsi got involved. As you can see from these guys who charged in, and it seems a few Thuriaphori were there as well. So it's a rather nasty fight, it looks like. But it looks like the Roxolani came out the victors, and these Thorakitai are coming out the losers. Over here, what's becoming of Agatha Daimon? He's getting his phalanxes surrounded by a blob of Vartan's infantry. And here's another phalanx, and yet another phalanx over here. And this one's gonna be, but it's not doing a whole lot of aggressive work here, so all it's doing is some slow poking at the backs of these Ptolemaic infantry. And these Grifpunvar are able to somehow outrun these tired Mahimoi. So that's one dead phalanx, but the Grifpunvar are going to do something, I bet. Alright, the Pantodapoi are engaged, and Shiprithoko, we have a couple units left over there. And I have all but wrapped up my opponent, who I believe admitted defeat some time back. I guess he didn't, because these guys are still left, but the Bastarnae are going to chop up these Galatians. So yeah, the Galatians are routing. These Galatians are running away. So yeah, I've all but won my section. Vartan looks like he'll be able to win his section with this massive amount of cavalry left over. There's a decent amount of cavalry left over, thanks to his superior numbers. But they're all exhausted, which is a major problem. All his units are exhausted, really. Agatha Daimon does have a few phalanxes left, and a couple Babylonians. Vartan's really gonna have to resort to using blobs here. Almost anyways. Here comes a charge. That's gonna make short work of these men, I bet. Yep. And as you can see, these slow-moving phalanxes are not going to be able to get the job done against quick-moving mobile infantry. But these Grifbanvar might be able to get a strong charge in if they can, if they're lucky. If they aren't badly, if not too many of them are killed by the slingers. It seems like they're actually going to charge and wipe out the slingers. I didn't wipe them out, but none of them got killed. It's a miracle because they're slinging me. And oh, here they come. Here comes the nasty one. Now he just ran over a phalanx there, and there's two left. But here comes a charge. This is not going to go. Strong charge. I think probably got 15-20 kills. He's going to retreat, pull out, prudent thing to do, and the whole blob is now following it. Mob mentality, to be sure. These guys are all exhausted. A charge from a fresh unit or anything like that would probably wipe them out. These guys, of course, are tired too. But this blob of infantry is not going to cut it. But if he manages to wipe out Agath of Daimon in time, before I can effectively maneuver my forces in to deal with this blob of tired infantry, because my men are pretty depleted as well, then he'll be able to do well. Here come the Grifbanvar. After the Hetairoi take out that unit, the Grifbanvar trying to kill off those Hetairoi. Some of the last remaining units of Reinskild. I guess it has his general in it as well. The Grifbanvar. Now that most of his units are done for, this is when he asks me for help. I'm going to speed through. Oh, apparently the Grifbanvar do kill one of his generals, luckily enough. And I tried to buy Agath some time by moving in my Kyrinikos so his phalanx could move in and start stabbing, potentially get a flanking thing done, maybe get his Grifbanvar to charge in as well. But these guys end up sacrificing themselves for nothing because he does not turn off guard mode or even use them as axemen to flank, which might have gone pretty well if we did hold it off, because these guys are rather exhausted. My guys are only tired and his are winded. But alas, it was not to be. And these guys are going to get routed pretty soon. Yep, there they go. And Vartan is going to ignore the phalanx and just send his guys in a mob after the Grifbanvar. Smart move. Meanwhile, I'm repositioning my troops. I'm having them walk, because I want them to be fresh when they engage Vartan's exhausted troops, to be able to smash them quickly. Yeah, those Grifbanvar are not meeting they're going to meet a grisly fate. Eventually, I think. But here come to the rescue about 50 Roxolani. 50 Roxolani troops left. It's about the strength of one single Roxolani unit starting. Actually, it's less, because it's more like 40. And they're waiting for an opportune moment. I was waiting for an opportune moment to strike here. And here it's gonna come. His phalanx there is barely holding on. And here comes a devastating charge. 1, 2. That Makimo unit's been routed. That two 304 units have been routed. The phalanx is able to move in and start chopping up. And I have routed all those units with one charge. And here come the Roxolani to eat up their kill. At this point, with that charge wiping out all his troops, it's a foregone conclusion of what's going to happen.